Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for our final review of the week. This was a long week for us in terms of what the hell are you doing?
Entertaining the fans.
Okay, our final review of the week. We got NJPW's Pro Wrestling Dontaku. We're gonna do this as one big review because there was a lot of wasted tag matches, a bloated card. It feels like I don't think this needed to be two nights, especially with some of the matches are repeat matches. But we'll start with night one. Murashima versus Daiki Nagai, a two young lions match.
Yeah, it was a match.
Yep, that's it. Murashima
Nothing more.
wins. Yep. Uh, we got a break, and then it's the main card. We got Master Waddle, Oleg Bolton, Toriano, Yo against TMDK. Random tag match.
It was a there was a I was stuff.
Yeah,
It was stuff.
yeah.
It
But what is it? They're I don't know. That I really don't know. Like I don't know what to make of this match. I really don't.
was stuff.
Yeah. Master Waddle and those guys win.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It was stuff. They're
Yeah.
tag champions. We didn't know about that.
Yes. Who is it? It's Yo and who are the tag
And
champs?
Waddle.
And Waddle, right? Yeah. Weird. I think they made a big emphasis on these two nights on the Super Juniors, and I think Fujita's winning the Super Juniors.
Yeah, that's fine. I could see that. Him or
Yeah.
Waddle, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And like Rocky Romero's a heel now, so he's not with Yo. But like,
Right.
is he with Yo or
No,
like?
he's part of the Callis family now.
Yeah, I know, and I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. Um, yeah, but those guys win. So next match, just four guys, which now is only three because Doki's hurt, but we
Yeah,
get a fourth guy now for some reason. I guess Ishii is the honorary fourth member of just four guys.
I guess, but like chaos, but like not chaos. The
Yeah,
conglomerate, but not the conglomerate.
conglomerate.
The best friends, but they're not friends
Best. And
anymore.
Tomohiro Ishii's just part of every faction
Yeah,
in New Japan against Lij, Bushi, Takahashi, Naito, and Yota Tsuji. Which don't we get the same thing on the next night anyway?
yep,
Yep. But this was a match. Again, like
yeah.
you would think
It's
there would be like you would think there'd be more fanfare. Like these are Naito's last two matches in New Japan. You would think there'd be like for someone who's done so much for this company, you think there would have been more to it. But
yeah,
this
multiverse.
was yeah, this was not a really good match either. I really didn't care for it.
Listen. I yeah.
Yeah, it was a match.
I don't have anything to say.
No, Ishii and the other three guys win.
Ishii and friends.
Ishii and friends. Taguchi and Bishamon against United Empire.
Okay, this one was a little bit better.
Yes, I like Taguchi like pretending he's part of Bishamon with his fake
This
cane
is
and
how though you build. That was actually really funny.
yeah,
But this is how you build if you're going to do tag matches or trios matches
yeah,
to get to a world title match, which is the next night.
yeah.
This is how you do it.
This is how you
Not
build to it. Yeah,
three dynamites or four dynamites in a row of tag matches with the two guys having to face each other. Like, no, that's one time.
you just give me once. Yeah,
You can cut promos for the rest of the time.
yeah. But this match was better. This was one of the better tag matches. Night really doesn't get long until later in the evening. But Bishamon and Taguchi get the win on this one. ELP versus Konosuke Takeshita for the New Japan World Television Championship.
Great match.
This one was fantastic. Yes. This one was
Stupid fucking rules, but a great match.
yes. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a 15-minute time limit, right? So because it's for the TV belt,
Well,
right? So
because I thought he lost the belt, then he got
yeah,
the belt back. They didn't tell us about
on a
that.
random road to Dontaku show.
Yeah. And then I don't know if he defends it on Resurgence.
I don't,
We're not there
no,
yet.
Resurgence is Takeshita versus ELP for the Never Openweight Championship.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming he didn't win. Anyways, um,
I don't know. He didn't come out with any belts tonight. We
That's
were at
true.
yeah, we're
That's true.
recording this right after we watched the MLP show. So
The Yeah, I was like, okay, he's facing Takeshi, he's gonna lose. So like,
yeah,
I understand the cop out ending, but it also was like, like I don't want that.
yeah,
But like, obviously Takeshi was gonna win.
yeah. Like you're not gonna have him after he loses to Kenny. You're not gonna have him lose again,
Yeah, and then you're also not gonna have ELP drop the belt again.
again. So this was the cop out. We knew that was gonna happen. So this ends in a time limit draw. But the match itself was excellent.
That was real good,
Yeah,
real good.
yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tanahashi once again.
Yeah, and it was like aggressively quick.
Yes, this one was. It didn't. It wasn't as long as you would, as short as you would think it was. It 13 and a half
Really,
minutes.
I'm not even joking. I thought this match was 5 minutes.
Yeah, it went by pretty quick.
Zack Sabre Jr. beat the crap out of him.
Hmm. And Zack Sabre
Like,
Jr. does win.
what a weird putover.
Yes.
And we haven't seen a match like this from Tanahashi for this entire like retirement run. He
Yeah.
just got absolutely obliterated.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so weird. It's very weird. And their feud ends at 7-7. They have faced each other 14 times.
I don't know who watched those. Probably
Not
us.
probably us. We've probably watched about nine of them. But Zack Sabre Jr. does win. I don't know what is going on with Tanahashi's retirement tour.
It's
We're not getting Tanahashi versus Naito.
what the fuck is that? That should have been the match on the next night.
But Shingo Takagi,
Naito versus Shibata.
yes, a lot of Shibata.
Like, give me something.
Yeah, Naito Sonata,
Naito versus fucking Ishii. Like,
something. Not a tag match.
Naito versus Evil.
Yeah,
Not a
but
back
that's
to
not our
back
next
seven fucking.
man tags. Shingo Takagi versus Shota Umino. They were telling the story about how Shingo has never beaten Shota Umino. So right off the bat, I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Who won?
Shingo.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, Shota Umino
It was
loses
it was
yet.
it was actually a pretty good match.
It was a good match, but like, what is there? We say this on every show. What is their direction with Umino?
Hold on to him until he signs with AEW.
Yeah, whatever. Shingo does win this match. He finally gets his first win over Shota Umino, and Shota
His
Umino
first
gets
match over a guy who just started wrestling. Like, what are we
yeah,
talking about?
so weird. Um, so we'll go to our main event, which was arguably the match of the weekend for me of both shows. We got Bullet Club War Dogs against House of Torture in a steel cage match, dog pound match they call it, and the loser would have to leave Bullet Club.
100% it was the best match. Like,
Yeah.
it was very good.
You actually thought the opposite was going to happen because a lot of these guys are working without contracts.
Yeah, every time we enter one of these situations, it's like, well, it's obvious David Finley's going to lose here and he's
Mhm.
leaving. But every time it goes the opposite way.
Yeah. Yeah. And Clark Connors. So right now, Finley, Connors, and Kidd are all working without contracts.
And Kid is going to stay. But to
Yeah.
me, in my head, it would make sense that you end the Bullet Club here and you turn Kid face.
Mhm.
But instead, they've aggressively pushed them all even to more heel.
Yeah, like even on the MLP show that we went tonight, go back to watch our review a couple days ago. He played up the heel on the crowd like you wouldn't believe, like to the point where he even grabbed the mic and gave a promo in the middle of the match.
It's uh it's a weird one
Yeah.
because even at Resurgence, there's the match with the OG Bullet Club against
Hmm.
War Dogs. So now there's a feud between Bullet Club and Bullet Club, even though we just had a Bullet Club and Bullet
Yeah,
Club
but they're
feud.
not called the Bullet Club. They're called the Good Brothers still.
I mean, it's the
The
Elite
O. Yeah,
and the Good Brothers.
yeah. But yeah, the War Dogs do win like in a brutal match. Like brutal. Like a lot of the guys were like busted open pretty
It was
bad.
good. It was a good match. Solid.
Yeah.
Violent.
Was it Narita got like decimated?
He's the one that ended up getting pinned for the
Yeah.
loss, right? Yeah.
Narita got pinned for the loss. So House of Torture have to leave Bullet Club, which that makes the most sense anyway. They're just their own faction now. So
It should have been that.
yeah,
Listen, we spent so long on speculating two things, and it's two things that didn't need that much speculation. Is New Japan working with TNA still? And is House of Torture still part of Bullet Club? Have been the two
yeah.
things that we've
Well, at least you got the answer to one on this show
well, we got the answer to the other because New Japan guys showed up on the last
on the
pay-per-view
last
for
pay-per-view. Yeah.
TNA.
So,
So,
but yeah. So night one, I gave this a 6.9.
I didn't even think about a score. 6-7.
Yeah. So you're right there. So Timmy's on it. Thank you, Timmy. But yeah, so we'll go right into night two. The match again, night two starts off with a pre-show match of Ryosuke Taguchi and Murashima against Sanakai and Jet Wei,
Bad.
Chinese.
Next.
Just that's it. Bad. All right. Bullet.
I'm not even joking. Just
Okay.
bad.
I actually had fun with this match, and that's the thing. Night two, the matches were so much shorter. It went by so fast.
It made
Um,
no sense to have two nights at this point. You should have just
no,
added the two matches onto the first night.
yeah. Bullet Club War Dogs, Gato and Ishimori against. I like this guy, Batten Bora Bora and the Mentai Kid, the Mentos Kid.
Stupid. Next.
But the Bora Bora guy.
Listen, you have fun with your Bora Boras. Tell them what happened if you want to fucking talk about it.
I don't know. He's just a funny character. I like he's like their version of like a R Truth or a Santino type of like comedy character. And I had fun with it. He came out with like the painted cheeks and all that. He looked like Pinocchio.
Okay, fine. You can have it.
Okay, good. Uh, Master Wato and Yoshihashi against United Empire.
Stupid. Next.
Great Okan, and they're really pushing this Jacob Austin Young guy.
Yeah.
But Master Wato and Yoshihashi get the win on this. We have a special Stardom exhibition match. Maika Hazuki and Koguma against Yuna Mizumori and Starlight Kid and Azumi.
Actually, not that bad.
Yes, I've never seen Mizumori before,
Yeah, me neither.
but she has like this. It's like a funny gimmick. Like she really likes pineapples apparently.
Well, yeah.
Good for her.
Pineapple.
But
Pineapples are popular.
this was actually a really good match. I really enjoyed this match.
Yeah.
This was probably one of the better matches on the card.
There's only three real matches on this card.
Yeah. Yeah. But Maika, Hazuki, and Koguma win this. Next, we got ELP and Oleg Bolton against Konosuke Takeshita and Rocky Romero.
I mean, it's not. I don't need this match. Was it
No,
bad? No,
because
but like,
we got ELP and Takeshita the night before,
yeah, this is just like doo doo
and we're gonna
butter.
get and tune in next week. You're gonna get Takeshita and ELP again. As much as we love both wrestlers,
A good match, but completely unnecessary. And I
yeah,
will take away points because of that.
yeah, and we don't need Rocky Romero or Oleg Bolton for that matter.
Just put Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero back together.
Okay. Yes. Yes, bring them back. Uh Chikuzen Tajiri, returning Tajiri.
That was cool.
Yeah. Tanahashi and Toriano against TMDK.
Stupid. Next. But Tajiri, that's kind of cool.
I like Tajiri. That's the only thing that was good about this match.
You show me a pre-show card and every match is three or four people together on a side, I don't care.
Yeah. And we're already like three-quarters of the way into the show. This was night two was worse than night one.
By a long shot.
Yes. LIJ multi-man match again. Bushi, Takahashi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito against Umino, Ishii, and two of the four guys.
Because they've massacred my boy. I'm not even a big Bushi guy, but the way that you've handled this
Oh, they
situation
punked him out.
It like the two of them are so. These are two of the modern era legends of your company,
Mhm.
and you said fuck you to both of them
Yeah.
just because they didn't sign to you. They're gonna still work with you as freelance people. They just chose not to
Yeah.
sign
They did
long-term
this like
contracts.
look how unceremoniously what happened to Kenta. They
Yeah,
didn't even
they don't even talk about it.
know.
He
It's
went
like
to
one day
Noah, who they
it's one
work with, and they don't even talk about it.
it's like one day he's there, like he was working as he was loaned out to Noah on a New Japan contract, and the
Yeah.
next thing you know, he's
He
just
was
like,
working the feud with House of Torture and then
yeah,
just vanished one day and never came back.
never came back. We'll never talk about him again. It's like the sitcom trope where, the one of the kids goes upstairs and it's like the girl from Family Matters where she just disappeared and nobody ever saw her again.
That's a good pull. It's like when they switched Aunt Vivian's and they didn't tell you.
And they didn't tell you.
Um, yeah, whatever. Like, fuck it. But and then the whole match was just Shingo beating people up, and then Shingo got the pin. Not even
It's
Naito or
not even
Bushi.
Naito. They punked them out. Look how they massacred my boy.
That's one of the greatest wrestlers in the history of Japanese wrestling.
Your favorite wrestler, one of my favorite wrestlers. Like it's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
The crowd, like pop and stuff was nice,
Yeah.
and they did let Naito come out last instead of on the first night they had Suji come out last, which I was
Yeah.
like, I what the fuck's that about? I get it because you're gonna
Yeah.
make him, but they're still part of Lij. They say
Well,
Bushi and thing.
yes, but LIJ I think are officially done. I think they
I
said
know, which
LIJ
is so weird because they keep saying that it's not over, but it's like they're telling us it's over.
it's over, yeah. But yeah, Shingo gets the pin on this on Umino again, isn't it?
One of them is gonna join just four guys. Who's left in Lij?
Shingo, Takahashi, and Suji.
Suji, yeah. So
Teton.
one of Teton, one of those three is gonna join.
Yeah.
Was gonna join just five guys and make them
Okay.
five guys again.
Five guys again. I kind of want a hamburger. Okay.
I
The
really
two
want to
matches
have.
that actually mattered on this card. Yota Tsuji defending the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship against Yuya Uemura. This match was great.
You want to know something?
Mm.
I thought it was gonna be way better. I thought Yuya really held back Suji from being.
Really?
Yeah,
Like for me, this is the
it wasn't
future.
a
This is the future of New Japan for me
it
right
wasn't
now.
a low quality match. Like I wouldn't point at this and say three
Three and a
stars.
half.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 4 stars, but it's just I felt like Yuya was holding this match back. He looked sloppy. It
This
was
had the potential to be a 5 star. Yeah.
yeah, he was kind of sloppy, and I just thought this match was going to be a crazy banger, and it was just good.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just good.
So Hiroki Yota Tsuji retains. Hiroki Goto defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Caleb Newman. I've been singing Caleb Newman's praises since the beginning.
I
Is he starting to grow on you?
I thought this match was going to suck balls. It was excellent.
This was match of the night. Probably
Callum
this.
Newman might be like sneakily one of the best wrestlers working right now.
Yeah.
Like he just literally had that moment where you're like you watch Gabe Kidd and Kenny Omega and you're like, "Oh shit, Gabe Kidd is actually like the best wrestler right now."
Yeah. And
And
Caleb Newman,
Callum Newman just literally did that.
yeah, he could. I'm putting him down like as an early contender for breakout superstar of the year.
For sure. Absolutely. I like uh, look at just that's a perfect example. Like Gabe Kidd legitimately is like top dog right now.
Yeah, yeah, he is.
Like I want to watch every fucking Gabe Kidd match.
Yeah,
You know?
same thing with Ozawa in Noah. I
Yeah.
want to watch every Ozawa match. Everything they do right now is special. Same thing with Takeshita. Takeshita is special right
Yeah,
now. And
it's like Takeshita, Gabe Kidd,
Ozawa,
Ozawa. I like in WWE there's a lot of people.
yeah,
It's hard to pinpoint like a young guy that I could specifically point at because like I don't know where Dragonov is. I don't
Dragonov's hurt. We were talking about it on the
yeah.
car ride home tonight.
I don't know like what Braun's really doing. I kind of like that storyline though going
Yeah,
around
I
with
like
him.
Braun joining Seth.
It's the WWE is a lot harder to pinpoint a young guy, right?
Yeah,
Where like AEW I could just be like Takeshita, like it's simple. Like
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
right there.
Yeah, we know.
TNA is like Ace Austin. Ace
Yeah,
Austin is like the guy.
he's another special guy, and I have a feeling that he may be leaving, and he could be something special in Noah in the junior division.
Yeah, I'll take him anywhere in Japan, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
but and night two for me was definitely worse than night one. I scored night one first. What'd you give this one?
Six, a flat six.
Yeah, I gave this a 5.7.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this was bad. This was a slog to get through. Only the last two matches were good, and even that's the like
And
you
the start
said,
of the match was good.
yes, the Stardom match was good, but like after watching a fantastic Stardom show,
Okay, give me 5.9 just so I'm out of the six range.
yeah, this is my lowest pay-per-view of the year, I think.
No, that other one we watched was worse. Well, what was it? Was it New Japan?
Was it in New Japan?
There's something that we scored lower than that. I gave something a five.
Unbreakable, our so far our lowest was Unbreakable TNA, which you gave a 6 and I gave a 6.2.
Yeah, this was worse than that.
Yeah, this was definitely worse. Just if they condensed the two shows,
Yeah,
took
if they
away
took
all
off
those
the tag
stupid tag
matches
matches.
and put so if you put the Goto match on and took out the Goto match from the other night
Hmm.
and made that just some make
Take
that
away the
other
War
stupid
Dogs
match that you
match
did.
on the second night and just keep the War Dogs match on the first night.
Yeah. And then take the Yoda and Yuya out of
Yeah,
whatever matches they had and have their match. You honestly could have had an 8 pay-per-view.
yeah, yeah. If you condense the two shows, I don't know
And
why.
if you didn't do fucking LIJ dirty.
Yes,
They're one of
that's
the
another.
most profitable selling factions in the history of wrestling.
Yes.
Like they
And
pale very small. Like it's a very small gap between them and Bullet Club.
yeah, Bullet Club just for the longevity
But
of the
like I'm talking like selling fucking merch. Like
oh
LIJ
merch.
is
Yeah,
super popular.
yeah. I think Lij is right behind Bullet Club.
It has to be.
Yeah. But yeah, this was one of the worst shows of the year that I've watched. I thought nothing could get worse than Unbreakable. This was worse than Unbreakable.
Yeah. But as a combined show, it was better than Unbreakable. Like if
Yes,
you take
but
our
like,
total scores and you
yeah,
combine them, it was better.
it was yes. If you average it out, it's what? It's what do we give it? A 6.9 and a
I gave it a 6.9 and a 5.9, so I'm like
yeah,
6.5.
6.7 and a 5.9. Yeah, and I gave it the exact same opposite 6.9 and a 5.7.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
But yeah, don't watch the show. Maybe watch the main event and the stardom match,
Yeah,
but
well, because of the fact of how easy it is to use their app and picking matches
and
if
just
you own
picking
the app, just
matches. Yeah,
watch the singles matches and skip all of the tag matches.
everything else. Yeah. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. Make sure you tune in next week. Next week we will have our review of Resurgence and WWE's Backlash. John Cena versus Randy Orton. Yay! Campo just threw up in his mouth a little bit.
Anyways,
But yeah, it's late. We want to go to bed. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.